Good evening. It's an honour. It's an honour to have you here for this super suit fitting. Where's your super suit? It's on its way. It's on its way. So, today I will be measuring you and taking measurements of the face for the mask, as well as of your general body, your shoulders, arms, everything that we need for the suit. We're starting here at the top, and we'll be moving down over time, and I'll just be taking some notes which I'll send over to the supersuit designers. So if you're feeling at ease, then we can start. Yeah? Okay, great. So first of all, start with the face. So throughout today, is it alright if I touch you physically? Are you happy with that? Yeah? Cool. It's always good to ask, make sure you're comfortable. And also there have been times where, people have had toxic skin or curses or, spikes all over their body, and it's for my safety and also making sure that you're comfortable, make sure you're happy for me to touch you. Yeah? Great. Okay, so first of all I want to start with the face. Just going to check the different parts of the face. So first of all I just want to measure your brow, your forehead, from the brow to the top, to the hairline. So just there to there. I just want to measure, see what's on me. I'm just going to measure that for you, okay? So, okay. So this part right here. Yeah, I've been just going to take this measurement before I forget it. Yes, I've been making super suits for a while now. Yeah, I'm just gonna get this your cheeks as well. Yeah, I've been making super suits for a while. Yeah, I started when I was quite young. Back when Teen Titans were around. I was the teen tailor. Yeah, so got a lot of experience in the game, but it's always changing. There's always new materials, just gonna get your chin. Yeah, there's always new materials, new powers, new shapes of hero, new species even. So yes, never a boring day. Cool. Do you mind just opening your mouth for me like this? As wide as you can go. Yeah. Oh, sharp teeth. Yeah, as wide as you can go. Just want to make sure that when we get the mask, it's fully going to be flexible all around your jaw. So I'm just going to come to the side of you now, so I can see it from profile. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to the other side as well. Everyone's the beautiful thing about tailoring in general, bespoke tailoring, but especially when it comes to superpowered tailoring, so everyone's bodies are different, and you just want to kind of accentuate naturally how bodies are, but also when it comes to super suit tailoring, accentuating the special abilities everyone has as well. So yeah, it's a great thing to be involved with, actually. Very happy. Okay, nice. I'm just going to do a little bit of testing, actually. It's a bit of an unconventional method that I use, but of course, first of all, I just want to check with you. Did you want this kind of a mask, mainly, or were you looking for a full face covering mask like that? Or were you more interested in something that's kind of between it? So maybe you could have one that comes like here, down there, like that. You could get the Batman, you know, kind of stopping there. Of course, you can go with no mask if you like. I always like to give that option, but yeah, you don't have to have one at all. But I'll make sure I send it off to the designers. See if we can get something made up that you'd like. Okay, cool. So what I want to do then, if you want that kind of eye covering and then coming down, I'm just going to do this. A bit unconventional. One of those. I just want to measure what that's going to look like on you. Do you mind? Yeah, is that right? Okay, I'm just going to come behind you. Yeah, I find it's for me. I've always kind of been quite say like I don't know if organic is the right word. Spontaneous with the way that I tailor, and yeah, I just know what the shape of my hands are basically. So I'm just gonna try and do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I'm just gonna. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Just check this eye again. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna check. Just go inside. Check the other eye. So. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We can get that done for you. No problem. Great, so that completes the face. We've done this part, so from your brow to the top of the hairline. Done that. Done here to here. The only thing actually I might quickly do is just the nose. So I just want to measure along there, around there. So just along there, around there. And yeah, once I've done that, then I think we'll be able to move on to the rest of your body. So let me just take a note about those mask eye measurements. Yeah, I've got some width as well for you there using my hands, so that's great. And you said you wanted, yeah, cool. Yeah, I can add that on. Yeah, so stories. Do I have any stories? I don't know. I mean, it can take a bit of confidentiality. Yeah, we're not quite doctors, but you know, there's some things we can reveal and some things we can't reveal when it comes to people's, you know, special abilities and special weaknesses, kryptonite, if you will. But yeah, let me just get this one. But yeah, I guess I'll think about what I could maybe disclose when it comes to my experiences with other heroes. Other side as well. Yeah, I mean there was one time, there was one particular hero known for having a bit of a fiery personality, and mood-based powers actually, which is quite a rare one. Usually people have, you know, designing for most heroes, you know what you're getting into, but that one was a little bit difficult because the powers could fluctuate so much depending on the situation that they were in. So in the end, what we had to do was think about the range of emotions that a hero might feel in the day-to-day. I'm just going to come through into your neck, by the way, while I'm saying this. Yeah, the kind of day-to-day, what they might feel when they're kind of on the job, and try and provoke that in the tailoring session. So, you know, we had to make them watch scary films, watch Marley and Me, they get sad. Just coming up behind you now just to go around the neck. And yeah, we even had to actually kind of rile them up a bit and get them a bit annoyed, which was unusual, and obviously not something particularly, you know, usually would want to do with a client, make them uncomfortable and angry. But that's what we had to do. But unfortunately, at one point they were wearing their suit. They'd taken quite a while for us to put together, and turns out that when they get angry, they burst into flames. And I mean, that was a lot of blood down the drain, to be honest. But you know, better that we learnt that before they were in a high stakes situation, and we could quickly correct and create a fireproof version of the same suit. But yeah, definitely, that was definitely a hard one, quite frustrating for everyone. But you know, you have your good days, you have your bad days. I'd say, I mean, for me it was quite entertaining, but that was I wasn't as involved in that particular piece. I was mainly involved in the testing. So I'm just gonna come and do your shoulders. So what I'm going to do is just, you don't have to stand very straight. You know, you don't have to do that. Just stand like how you'd be relaxed. You know, imagine you're in front of a crowd, or about to launch into a speech of some kind. Just stand as you would then, and I'll just come and measure kind of how your shoulders fall. And yeah, once I've done that, then I'll look at your arms and I'll ask you to hold your arms out for me, and I'll go across like this, and like this, only up to your wrists. That will go across the torso, the waist. Do some leg measurements. That's less important for today, I think. I think we'll be able to get them later when we actually focus mainly on the leg. Today is really the mask, upper half of the body, making sure that's, you know, right as rain. Pick through some materials as well, and also cape measurements. Just completely relax. Let's get it in front. The shoulder as well. Okay, I'm going to come from the side as well. The shoulder. Okay. That side. Okay. So that's about that. Yeah, it's not too busy a day today. You know, we've got a couple of other heroes. No, we don't do villains. Don't worry. No, that would be a conflict of interest. Yeah. No, just heroes here. I mean, it's a dangerous business really to be doing it with villains. A lot of the time they don't. I mean, not that I know, of course, but yeah, a lot of the times they don't really pay. They're not really respectful customers. I mean, let's be honest, neither a hero sometimes. No offense to yourself, you're a great customer, but you know, being in kind of client-facing stuff, you never know who's going to walk through that door. But I always try to just put everyone at ease. You know, I'm just going to go behind you and get your and then I'm going to ask you to put your arms out like this. And I'll get your wingspan, not a literal wingspan, obviously. But there was one particular hero who took a couple of us to measure their wings. But anyway, enough of that. So I'm just going to come up behind you like this, do these measurements, and now, yeah, do you mind if you could just put your arms out for me? Thanks so much. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and just so we check actually, I mean I have you on file, but just to double check, you don't have any like shape-shifting or size-changing ability, do you? Drop the measuring tape. Do you have that kind of ability? No? Okay, good. Yeah, just good to know. Just good to know, obviously. It's not a problem when people do, it's just particular kinds of materials we've got to use that can accommodate those kind of changes in the molecular and metaphysical disposition of the material, basically. But there's amazing things that you learn in this business, actually. Okay, thanks for the arms. I'm just going to do nothing. Here's the underside of the arm, so just put your arms out for me again. Thank you. But yeah, there's lots of really interesting things you learn. One thing, for instance, that I wasn't as aware of is how involved some heroes get with the actual production process. So, you know, there's one particular hero, I think, you know, she'll be happy for me to say her name. She's a colleague of mine actually, and yeah, she actually goes by Silk One, and she has this incredible ability to just create. It's kind of like silk. It's stronger. It's amazing the amount of the malleability of the material, but also the strength. It's incredible. But anyway, yeah. So she's pretty involved in some of the manufacturing, not just of her own costume, but also of the costumes of her fellow teammates and a lot of other. She takes commissions these days, I think. Yeah. So yeah, if you're ever looking for that particular material, let's go to. It's unique in the world. No one else can create that. Great. Okay, I'm going to just do your torso. So I'm going to come a little bit close to you, and I'm going to put this around you. You alright with that? Yeah. Okay, great. Just put this around you like that. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you don't. No, you don't need to suck in your stomach or anything. Just be completely relaxed. Great. Okay. Yeah. That's around the chest, and I'll just go around the stomach. Great. Thanks. Just take a note of those. Okay. Great. So I'm just going to take a few measurements now of the legs. Very short, because it's not really the focus of the pieces we'll be building before you come in, or reconstructing. But always good to know just for proportion. So I'm just going to drop down. I'll be getting your outside leg, inside leg, and around the leg. And yeah, if you could just again stand completely comfortably. Yeah, I'll be very quick, and I'll take those down, and then we'll get on to discussing some other parts of your super suit. Okay, great. Thanks. Okay, yeah. Just grab the leg, okay. Fantastic. Thank you. So, one thing I wanted to discuss with you, or two things I wanted to discuss with you today, based on what I have on file about you, about your team, is materials of the suit. So I've got two example materials here. They look very normal, but they are state of the art. Yeah, both kind of superpowered individuals, agents, and civilian rank and file like myself. Do use this material out on patrols, on missions, research purposes. They're really multifaceted, but they've got similar overlaps, and I think based on what I have on file for what you wanted, I think they could both work. But I wanted to see which ones you actually prefer, because at the end of the day, you're the one who's going to be wearing it. So this first one here, this is a really cloak-like material. Cloak-like because it's cloaking compatible. So if you have a cloaking power or a cloaking device as part of what your team or yourself operate with, you'll be able to use that with this, and it will also be cloaked. So that would include visibility, cloaking your heat, letting off heat, changing colour, anything that involves some level of illusion, or some level of changing and manipulating the way that you might be perceived. This is going to blend right in, and that's because of the special way that the fibres are done. and this material that was really only found quite recently actually. Yeah, in a kind of deep layer from you know, prehistoric times actually. It was found underwater. But somehow this hadn't been found in this layer. It was kind of upturned ship. Yeah. The Kraken. Yeah. And that was defeated. So yeah, this material's great. So this would be, because I knew you wanted something stealthy, I think, right, or had the potential to be stealthy. Am I remembering that right? Yeah. So that's gonna work quite well for that. If that's what you had in mind. Yeah. Let me actually hold that thought. Can you hold that thought? Thanks. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So I just want to note it down so I've got it on file. So yeah, how did you feel about that one? Okay. Yeah. And what's, you said something else? Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Just good to know exactly what you're using it for. So yeah, so that's option number one. And option number two, looking at something like this. This may look like a normal anorak, but it's again another stealth material. So this one is actually all about being impervious to different kinds of elements and energies. So again, it is a stealth look. You see it's very lightweight. You can stay agile and nimble with this. You can see the way it kind of falls and hangs is quite natural looking. But despite that, it's pretty impervious to most kinds of natural, unnatural, supernatural, and extraterrestrial even radiation, energy beams, and even the odd spell act of God at times has been deflected. Now nothing's going to have 100%. Nothing's going to have 100% success rate, but this is really good at that. Now the catch with this versus the other one is this isn't going to go with you if you're cloaking, if you're in some way changing your appearance. This is pretty set in this appearance, but it's 100% waterproof. It's 100% impervious to those kinds of radiation. Obviously, it's not bulletproof. It's not those kind of things. It's not a physical defense in that kind of way. It's a kind of general, the kind of thing that would get through another suit wouldn't get through this, if that makes sense. I'll send you the full, or one of my colleagues will send you the full kind of specs. But yeah, that was the other option. And of course, we could do the suit in both. You could have one of each. Same design, different design. When the designers come back with it, you can take a pick. Okay. So what was the main kind of thing you were thinking of deflecting if you were going to go with that one? Okay. Yeah. I haven't heard that one before. Yeah. Do you mind spelling that for me? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's the kind of thing you were thinking of. You'd like it to deflect. Okay. Yeah. I think that can be sorted. Yeah. Okay, great. So the final things we're going to go through now is I'm just going to do one more cape measurement, and then I want to talk to you about a special extra that we can include with your suit, free of charge. We'll get to that at the end. Let me quickly do another measurement. So, just gonna get my measuring tape and come behind you and just see where you'd like it to fall first of all. So, some people have quite a short cape. Maybe it only comes halfway down their torso. Some will have a lot of that fashion these days is getting quite popular actually. The kind of cropped look. A lot of the younger superiors are looking for that kind of cut. But also another one, it's kind of big flaring cape at the bottom. So yeah, it could really be anywhere from, some people might have it in there, but some people might have it all the way down to the ankles. Yeah, all the way down to the ankles. So what's your preference? And what I'll do is I'll come behind you and I'll measure that. I'll double check with you that that's the kind of thing you had in mind, and we'll try to get together a cape with that length as an optional add-on. Okay. Yeah, totally. Completely doable. Great. I'm just going to come around behind you. So, okay. Around there, was that what you were thinking? Like around here? A bit lower. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a great place for a cape. Yeah. Wonderful. Cool. Yeah, that's great. I mean, some people say the cape's going out of style, but it's been there from the beginning. I think it's going to be there at the end. Long after I'm gone, people will be, flying around in capes, I'm sure. Okay, so the final little add-on I wanted to discuss with you, see if you wanted to get it added on, again, completely free of charge, is this. A shield. That's right. Hold it like this, you have it as an bracer style, so your arms are much bigger than mine, so that will fold that out. But yeah, that's going to be pretty good as a physical offence. Physical defence, not physical offence. Although, of course, it's not been unheard of for people to throw one of these smacks on with it. But it's also kind of a symbol of what you stand for, defending. So yeah, this right here is going to deflect all kinds of physical attacks, physical weapons are going to be just glance off there like that. So very useful if you see a lot of hand-to-hand combat. Not everyone does. Obviously you're stealthy, which is why you asked for something stealth adjacent, which is why I wanted to ask you about this, because I don't know how often you would get the kind of use out of it. But yeah, this is just a prototype kind of blueprint. This isn't made of the same material, but just to show you the kind of sizing of it, and see if that's something you might be interested in using in the next mission. Yeah. Oh, that's great news. That's great news. Yeah, it's always nice to have a little gift for our customers. And so yeah, we have this. We have a version that's already finished actually. So if you head out to my colleague, they'll be able to get you one of these. Yeah. Cool. Do you have any questions for me? Yeah. So So the next step after this is going to be I'm going to take the measurements that you've given me very kindly, allow me to do, and I'm going to send that off to the designers, send it off to the best designers we have. They'll send back a number of different designs we could go with. I'll share that with you. You can pick which one most speaks to what you stand for, who you are, and just the practical uses of how you might use it. Of course you can pick multiple, pretty up to you. Then we will create a kind of early version of those, prototype versions, come back in, try those on, let us know if there are any changes or adjustments. We'll obviously make some adjustments as well, based on sizing, bespoke tailoring kind of stuff. So then we'll come back in for your suit fitting. We'll take those measurements, make sure everything is as it should be. then you get to just relax, and we'll mail those out, ship them out directly to you. So yeah, that's what will happen next. And yeah, thanks so much for coming in today. It's been great working with you, and recommend us to the rest of your team. We'd love to do their suits as well. Great. Thanks so much. See you soon.